guys, today I saw Kingsman the Golden Circle and it was
fucking spectacular!
I'm gonna show you something. Say goodbye to the Kingsman.
Suggest we get ready.
Welcome to Statesman.
With your American cousins, all our resources are yours.
Spectacular day. What's this?
Hand grenades.
It's very American. We've made a few modifications.
warning. There are going to be spoilers. With their headquarters destroyed and the world held hostage, the members of the Kingsman's team find new allies when they discover a spy organization in the United States called Statesman. In this film, The Golden Circle, and what tests their strength and wits, these elite special agents, secret agents from both sides of the pond, band together to battle a ruthless enemy and save the day, something that's becoming a bit of a habit for Eggsy. The film retains the James Bond when it was still fun vibe, starting off strong with another deranged action sequence, which started too soon in the movie, like literally the first minute, as seasoned agent Eggsy battles former rival, now augmented with a robotic hand. The two spar in a speeding taxi, and the scene is just as ridiculous and enjoyable as all of the previous Kingsman action sequences, which don't even pretend to care about physics. They provide a weird, engaging visual, and it's 1,000 times more enjoyable than a blurry, shaky camera. That Eggsy needed to impress the stuffy parents of his royal girlfriend while maintaining the life of a super spy. It's a bit like the stressful assistance of Peter Parker, and it's easy to empathize with a likable chap, but Eggsy's life quickly deteriorates when Kingsman is attacked and destroyed, and has to turn to the American Secret Service, the Statesman, for help. Like the Kingsman, the Statesman is a silly and stereotypical, obscenely wealthy, gun-toting cowboy who carries lassos instead of umbrellas. The new world is interesting to explore, but the plot quickly slows down when, spoiler, Colin vs. Harry is revealed to be alive, saved from death by Kingsman, and living as their helpless amnesiac prisoner. The amnesia plot is dull and pointless, only serving as a delay for Harry's return to action. But when his memories inevitably makes a comeback, Harry is hindered by the loss of his eye. He lost his edge and his depth perception, which leads to a few amusing gags where he misses the target. Harry is no longer smooth or in control. The power dynamic has switched, and if Eggsy, who's the veteran now, or is he? The move to America means a political statement has to be made, but this really isn't the type of movie that has anything meaningful to say, and the war on drugs is very heavy object indeed. And Julianne Moore is the enjoyably unhinged, confusing villain, Poppy, who is the world's biggest drug lord, who has carved a home in the ancient undiscovered ruins, poking the crumbling timbers up with her homage to the 50s. Her lair is a bizarre mixture between Angkor Wat and the tacky 50s diner guarded with robotic servants. She's amusingly outlandish, a Stepford wife with a penchant for cartoonish violence. Her evil plan is to poison all the world's drug users and blackmail the President of the United States, played by Bruce Greenwood, into legalizing the drug trade in exchange for the antidote. She argues that drugs are safer than alcohol, and she should be allowed to legally profit, while the President is simply ecstatic that she is taking care of the population of drug users for him. It's all a bit pointless that the film can't really commit to moral of the story. Are drug users bad? But no, because drugs are bad. Should drugs be legalized? Not like this. I guess killing people is really bad. The drug theme is also undercut by the fact that they don't show much usage, apart from a joint or two. Then there's pretty gruesome visuals of drug users trapped in a nightmarish system of cages, like an industrial meat farm for humans. It's really disturbing, but it really isn't. It's a bit weird for such a hyperactive, fun-filled adventure, like watching Indiana Jones or something, an adult element that feels like it belongs to another film. And Elton John makes an amusing cameo, then overstays his welcome. Seriously, he just hangs around, swearing all the time. It was funny the first time, but then we get he's a celebrity saying naughty words. After the trim of the first act, the second feels overweight. It's sluggish and meandering. The story doesn't need 2.5 hours to tell, but the third act gets the adrenaline pumping again, and quickly turns into a bizarre, over-the-top action sequences. And now with the crazy backdrop of Poppy's lair, the finale makes up for the film's inconsistency, providing the relentless insanity we expect from a Kingsman film. Overall, it's just an enjoyable ride. Not as smooth as the first film, but it's definitely worth watching. Now that James Bond is all angsty and tortured, it's nice to have a throwback to the old campy films with satire with its own distinctive voice. The Kingsman franchise should have easily been a cringe fest, but director Matthew Vaughn really had the teenage Bond thing down. Kingsman: The Secret Service was so beautifully cast with a bunch of actors at all levels of fame, who took perfectly to the films. If the secret magic world from Harry Potter were actually a secret world of spies with a James Bond style gadget vibe. Established actors like Colin Firth, Samuel L. Jackson had some of the most fun of their careers, and rising stars like Taron Egerton and Sophie Cookson ably stepped into the shoes of the next generation. The Golden Circle returns most of these actors to the series, sans Jackson, the first film's antagonist, then keeps adding new players, like Jeff Bridges turns up as the head of Statesman, the American equivalent to the Kingsman. Channing Tatum, Pedro Pascal, and Halle Berry are all Statesman employees. Julianne Moore plays a gleefully wholesome psychopath. There's even a surprisingly large part for Elton John, of all people. And now, a lot of this is intimately tied to why this movie doesn't quite work on a story level, about which more in the next session, but it's hard to deny just how much fun all of these actors are having. Julianne Moore, in particular, plays her character, a drug cartel queen named Poppy, who turns a city of ruins in the jungle into a riff on American kind of 50s, as a hollow smile gleaming in the darkness. The character, barely makes sense, and she's mostly there to kill a variety of other characters in the most gruesome way, but Moore is having the time of her life. You just cut them go with it. Julianne Moore is a great actress, but her character was the most confusing villain I've ever seen. Michael Gambon is dead. Roxy is dead. JB is dead, and you had to kill the dog? That is so sad. And now Merlin is dead too. He sacrificed himself so that Eggsy and Harry can go fight the bad guy. Or is he? Harry wasn't really dead, so is Merlin still alive, or is he just dead? Why kill half of the cast? And then there's Charlie, who's not as dead as we thought either. He may have had an implant in the last movie, but Eggsy accidentally disengages it, and it only destroyed his arm and vocal cords. And now he's got a robotic arm, and is out for revenge. He was a little scarier and creepier. he was a real thug. I read somewhere that Matthew Vaughn literally begged the 20th Century Fox company to not reveal Harry being alive. And I wish that he could have done more of that, because you knew Harry was alive for like a year before the film came out. And why not just keep it a surprise until movie fans or the fans of the Kingsman series go ahead and see the movie? It would have been a great surprise. When we first see Harry reunited with Eggsy and Merlin, Harry didn't have no idea who they were. And it was really sad to see that happen as a result from being shot in the head or right in the eye. And to him, he thinks he studied butterflies. And now remembers being a Kingsman agent. He doesn't remember anything, or Merlin, or Eggsy, which just makes it a little tough if he was ever going to regain his memory. He was all about butterflies and the study of them. And it was a little weird. All he cares about was that. And seeing him not be the real Harry was just kind of a little weird and a little childish and a little sad. But I guess that's how everything starts out before you get their memory back or something. But it was still great. And after several failed attempts to cure Harry's amnesia, Eggsy brings in a Yorkshire Terrier that resembles Harry's late dog, Mr. Pickle, and threatens to shoot it, triggering the return of Harry's memories. And now, I think, was a great scene to show something emotional about Harry's past. And I guess that could trigger memories. I mean, I was so excited that Colin Firth was coming back for the sequel. I just didn't know how it was going to happen when I found out, like, before the movie was even filming, or when they were filming. I think all of us thought that he was, like, dead after being shot by Valentine, Samuel L. Jackson's character, in the previous film. And the fact that the company released information that he was coming back, I was beyond excited, but I wasn't sure how he was coming back. If he was alive, or if he was coming back for a flashback. Then they released a poster talking about a quote that could have been what Harry would have said. And in the end, we saw the trailer. He was really alive. So I was really excited to see Colin Firth playing Harry again. All in all, Kingsman the Golden Circle was an incredibly great film, and I highly recommend everyone to see it. Thank you for watching.